I'm Christina Cervenka, and welcome to another show of the house. We have a great show for you tonight. It's been quite a trying week for yours truly. I kind of ran into a little problem with craft services here on the show, and by craft services, I mean whatever food somebody brings to the studio that day. Durwood usually shows up with 2 dozen donuts, and he actually shares them with the rest of the cast and crew, unlike Joe. I got a little irritated at the selection of food this week. I couldn't eat any of it because I'm on a diet. Not one of those diets that skinny girls go on to get attention or to make their normal sized friends feel inferior. I have actual medical dietary restrictions. You see, I'm allergic to any and all forms of gluten. I'm lactose intolerant. I was raised a strict vegetarian, so eating meat makes my lower intestines feel like they're going to get a jailhouse shanking from the inside out. Most of the time, the only thing I can eat is the box the food arrives in. I'm always the problem when I eat with friends, and servers at restaurants, oh, love me. Yeah. Well, people always tell me, you're so lucky, you'll always be skinny. Who the hell cares? You'd be skinny too if all you could eat was styrofoam packing peanuts. I want a barbecue chicken pizza. Squeak applauds my decision to eat humanely, but I did not decide this. I don't kill animals for food, and now I can only kill them for sport or personal grievances. I had issues with this gopher last summer. Mess with my orchids now, you little bitch. I've recently discovered the joys of raw eating. And of course, by eating raw, I mean a diet based on unprocessed and uncooked plant foods such as fresh fruits, vegetables, seeds, grains, beans, and seaweed. All of which I eat while completely naked. Hey, whatever gets you guys there. All right, well, we have some terrific soy cakes of comedy to shove in your collective TV pie hole. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show.
All right, Walker Jameson. You're both up for this promotion, and the way I see it, you're equally qualified. So what I'd like you to do is tell me in your own words why it is that you would be a better fit for the job than the other one. Walker, you're up first.
I'm a hard worker, I'm a quick learner, I've more than doubled my sales over the past year, and I've never been caught sleeping at my desk.
Jameson, your turn.
I crave new challenges, I work well under pressure, and I would never use my office computer to download porn.
I'm sure Jameson is more than qualified for the job. I mean, he did work with me on the Bailey account, and we all know how well that went, even though he showed up to most of the meetings drunk.
Walker is a fantastic leader who has the support of everyone within the company, as well as an incredibly loving family at home. So the fact that he's carrying on an affair with your underage intern, that really shouldn't be held against him.
Jameson, he's an amazing communicator. You should ask him to tell you the story of the time he beat a cop to an inch of his own life with his own nightstick at a routine traffic stop during a meth-induced bout of rage. Riveting tale.
Walker likes to unwind at night with a fantastical cocktail of Vicodin, Everclear, and NyQuil. He doesn't fall asleep so much as he just passes out.
Jameson's he's a suspect in over 3 Amber Alerts this year.
Walker likes to steal change from the homeless and use it to buy beer for high school kids.
Jameson masturbates in his cubicle.
Walker is gay.
You do know I'm gay, right?
Did I say gay? Because I meant racist.
I'm gonna kill your crack ass.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give this job to my nephew, and the two of you...
I'll clean out my desk.
Can you give me a second to say goodbye to your intern?
Security!
Hello, and welcome to another episode of My Opinion, Your Opinion, the show that pits people with differing opinions into debate. I'm your moderator, Seth Lahem. Tonight, we have a very special episode. As you know, we are now balls deep into the Christmas season. Now, when you think of Christmas, many things come to mind, from trees, to presents, to the spreading of cheer towards one another. Tonight, my guests are here to discuss what really is the true meaning of the Christmas season. To my right, a man who believes that the true meaning of Christmas is the spreading of joy to little boys and girls with gifts. May I introduce to you, Santa Claus.
Thank you, Seth. Pleasure to be here.
And to my left, a man who believes that Jesus is the real reason for the season, Mr. Jesus H. Christ.
Your rewards will be plentiful in the next life, Seth.
Well, gentlemen, let's get started. Santa, you won the coin toss backstage, so you may begin.
Thank you. Now, our friend here would have us believe that because the day was created because of him, that we should celebrate him. I think that's pretty selfish. I say we bring the focus of the holiday back to where it belongs. Presents. Have you ever seen the look on a child's face opening a gift he truly wants? That's priceless. Would he have that same expression if he opened a gift of myrrh? What the hell is myrrh anyway? This is the kind of world our friend would like us to live in. That's not a world I want to live in.
We celebrate many days over the year that commemorate one man and what he stood for. Why should I be any different? We have days for Martin Luther King, Lincoln, Washington. Why not the Son of God? And what kind of role model is this man? He has a bunch of elves making presents. He goes and delivers them throughout the world, and they thank him with milk and cookies. Let's look at that list. First off, with the elves. He paints this picture of all these jolly, happy elves making presents. That is so not the case. I have pictures here of the true work conditions. And there's no heat in the North Pole, and the weather conditions there are worse than in Minnesota. And don't you deliver a bunch of copyrighted material? How does Nintendo and Apple feel about this? You may deliver Wii's, but I deliver, I don't know, eternal salvation? What do you think people are really going to want?
Actually, I would kind of like the Wii.
Shut up, Seth. Don't make me smite you. And by delivering all these presents in the dead of night, you're committing B&E. And what about this pagan ritual of the sacrifice of milk and cookies? How is that not selfish? And what kind of role model is a fat man? No wonder all the kids in America are so fat. My back hurts from trying to lift all those little fatties up into heaven.
Oh, you talk a lot about American ideals, Christ, but isn't it true that you were born in Bethlehem? And not Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I mean in Israel. You talk a lot about American traditions, but you, sir, are no American. And isn't Israel in the Middle East just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Al-Qaeda?
Are you insinuating that I'm a terrorist, Claus? Or should I say Nick? Or Kris Kringle? Which one is it, Claus? Why so many different names? Are you trying to hide from someone? And don't you have origins in Germany? And you don't deliver to the Jews. I seem to recall some other people that were like that, don't you?
I'm not gonna stand here with these vicious accusations. I'm out of here.
Well, there you have it, folks. Two beloved classic characters that end up resorting to childlike smear tactics. Tune in next week when we have Lamb Chop and Kermit the Frog discussing life after their hand dies. Sad. Good night.
I will beat you up.
Kids, your mother and I have something important we need to discuss with you.
You're getting a divorce?
No, I love your mother very much.
Damn.
So Mom's finally going into AA.
That was an isolated incident. Your mother has apologized about the church and the orphanage.
Damn!
Would you just listen for 1 second, you ungrateful demon spawn? We've decided that with things being as they are, we're gonna have to lose one of you.
How do you mean lose?
Exactly how it sounds. For one of you, the free ride is over. This economy's kicking our ass, and if we drop one of you guys, we might actually be able to start making payments on your mother's parking tickets.
I'm not going back to the clink. One of y'all needs to bounce. Well, see you, sis. Been great knowing you. I'll give your TV a real nice home.
What makes you think it's gonna be me? Everyone knows that I'm the favorite.
Oh, you think so?
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I missed family game night.
Well, you ought to be. Suddenly cock teasing college boys in front of the Hot Topic with your friends doesn't seem so important now, does it? But it's not up to us. We've decided to leave your fate up to the World Wide Web.
Your dad created a website, slutorsmartassqueer.com, where people could vote on which one of you would get the axe. What's the final tally, dear?
Well, by a narrow margin, 153 votes. Looks like the person voted out of the family tonight is Jessica. Oh, must have been all that eye makeup. Come on, Pumpkin, let's get those bags packed.
You're kicking me out?
No, we are not kicking you out. No one gets kicked out of this family. We're selling you into white slavery. We got a prospective buyer coming over in a few.
Yeah, honey, could you change? I'd hate to have that skirt give the wrong impression. You remember, these people are actually looking to buy the cow.
Hand over the princess.
You gotta be kidding me. What kind of people do you think we are?
$1,500.
Shit, yeah. You know, for an extra $500, we'll throw in the boy.
Deal.
Mommy, no!
You can't do this. This is just wrong.
You know, you're right, honey. I'll talk him higher. It's called negotiating.
You can go ahead and wait in my truck, little white girl. Oh, and on your way, make sure you lose that bra. I don't want nothing to slow me down.
Oh my god!
Quiet down, dear. Once they've paid their money, they can pretty much do what they want. Don't embarrass us.